this video, I'll give you key matchups, players to look out for, keys to victory, and my prediction with a score. Let's start off with the first key matchup, and this will be the Kansas City Chiefs defense versus Hurts and Barkley. Jalen Hurts led the league in rushing attempts for a quarterback, and Saquon Barkley is actually the front runner for the Offensive Player of the Year. This is probably one of the most elite quarterback, running back, rushing duos in the NFL. The Philadelphia Eagles are one of the most run-heavy teams and actually one of the best teams in the NFL when winning time of possession. This can cause trouble for the Chiefs defense, as the Eagles will definitely do their best to burn the clock, keep Mahomes on the side, and utilize their elite rushing attack against the Chiefs defense. The Kansas City Chiefs have actually struggled against quarterback, running back, rushing duos in 3 games that they have faced against dual threat quarterbacks and a quality running back. They've allowed 23 rushing attempts, 125 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 5.4 yards per carry in those 3 games, 2 against Josh Allen, 1 against Lamar Jackson. The Kansas City Chiefs really need to step up in this area, or else it'll be a very long day for this defense and a really long day for this Kansas City Chiefs offense as they sit on the bench watching the Eagles' elite rushing attack go against this defense. Now, the next key matchup in this game is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs tight ends versus the Eagles pass defense. Within the past few weeks, I know the Eagles have one of the most elite pass defenses in the NFL. There seems to be a little bit of a leak when it comes to covering tight ends. Patrick Mahomes' #1 receiver is tight end Travis Kelce, which can play a huge role for the Chiefs passing offense. The Philadelphia Eagles have done a great job shutting down boundary wide receivers and slot receivers, and this could play into the Chiefs' advantage on their offense. Andy Reid is a phenomenal play caller, and we may see a lot of 12 or even 13 personnel having a lot of tight ends on the field trying to expose this Eagles pass defense when it comes to covering tight ends, especially of how they looked the past few weeks. The Chiefs were ranked 2nd in the NFL in 12 personnel success rate and 3rd in the NFL in 13 personnel success rate. We can definitely see a heavy dosage of tight ends being utilized in this passing game and create mismatch opportunities against Eagles linebackers. We probably see Gray, Kelce, or even Watson all at the same time on the field. Now, when it comes to players to watch out for or even X factors for the Chiefs, that is Travis Kelce. Since the wildcard round, the Eagles have allowed a higher completion percentage and more touchdowns to the tight end position than the wide receiver position. The last time these two met in the Super Bowl, Travis Kelce had 6 receptions, 81 receiving yards, and 1 touchdown. And the last 2 weeks when the Eagles faced the Commanders and the Rams, the Eagles have allowed 23 receptions, 201 receiving yards, and 2 touchdowns to the tight end position. With Travis Kelce being Mahomes' #1, we may see a lot of involvement at the tight end position, and I think this is where Travis Kelce can shine when going against these Eagles linebackers. Now, for X factor or players to watch out for the Philadelphia Eagles side, that is Saquon Barkley. He is the Offensive Player of the Year frontrunner, and he has played a huge role for this Eagles lethal rushing attack. The Chiefs have allowed over 100 total yards to the running back position in every single playoff game, and that is to James Cook and Joe Mixon. Saquon Barkley is averaging 22 rushing attempts and nearly 150 rushing yards since the start of the playoffs and has had 5 rushing touchdowns the past 2 games. The Eagles have one of the most dominant offensive lines. Combined with an elite rushing attack, Barkley is expected to have a huge role in the Super Bowl game, and if the Eagles were to win the Super Bowl, he is probably my vote to win the MVP in the Super Bowl. Now, when it comes to keys to victory for the Kansas City Chiefs, they need to stop Saquon Barkley, especially Jalen Hurts. The Chiefs have had a hard time trying to stop dual threat quarterbacks and a quality running back with them, and it's going to be a very long day if the Chiefs can't stop them. But if they can and force Jalen Hurts in passing situations to force Hurts to beat them through the air, that will be a great key to success for this Chiefs team to lift that trophy. And second, they need to dominate the trenches on both sides of the ball. The Eagles have one of the most dominant offensive lines in the NFL. The Chiefs need to consistently collapse that pocket. And then on the offensive side, the Eagles have one of the most dominant defensive lines. The Chiefs need to keep the pocket clean for Mahomes and not allow him to get sacked as many times in the pocket. The Eagles are very dominant on both sides of the ball in the trenches. The Chiefs need to outdo them on both sides of the ball in the trenches. Now, for the Philadelphia Eagles, the key to victory is containing Patrick Mahomes and do not allow him to escape the pocket multiple times in this game. This is where Mahomes will kill you on defense. If the Philadelphia Eagles are able to collapse the pocket and at least have a spy or at least contain Mahomes in that pocket, the Eagles will do a great job shutting down the Chiefs offense, and that will be huge for this Philadelphia Eagles defense if they are able to contain Mahomes. And second, they need to win the turnover battle. The Eagles have won every single game in the playoffs by winning the turnover battle. They are actually up plus 10-0. They have no turnovers on offense, but they have 10 themselves from takeaways from the opponents. Now, with that being said, between these two teams, I think this will be a very close game. This game is going to be a very defensive-heavy game, and I don't think that this game will probably get excited until the fourth quarter. Back and forth battle between both defenses, and I don't think both teams will score 30 points in this one. With that being said, between the Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, I had the Kansas City Chiefs doing a three-peat, and I have them winning over the Philadelphia Eagles. And as far as score predictions, I have Kansas City Chiefs 27, Philadelphia Eagles 26. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content, please give the video a thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel for weekly NFL content. Just because the NFL season ended doesn't mean the content will. Thank you so much, and catch you guys next time.